Hi, I'm Lenni Montiel, head of the United Nations Development Program in Tajikistan. I want to speak with you about a very important issue relevant for all of us working in Tajikistan: violence against women, girls, and even boys. This is a global issue affecting every country, including Tajikistan. This violence often occurs in homes and communities, making it essential for all of us to act. Today, I want to talk about the critical responsibility for all of us involved in development work: the prevention of sexual misconduct, including harassment, exploitation, and abuse, the response to these forms of misconduct, which primarily affect women and girls. At UNDP, we maintain a zero-tolerance policy towards sexual misconduct. Sexual exploitation, abuse, and sexual harassment are incompatible with UNDP's mission and the core values and principles of the United Nations. Now, more than ever, UNDP, alongside international organizations, donor countries, and all member states at the United Nations, promote consistent high standards for protections from sexual abuse and exploitation. We are committed to fostering a respectful, inclusive, and safe society and workplace for all. Sexual misconduct violates human rights, betrays the core values of the UN, and undermines our development efforts. UNDP takes decisive action to mitigate risks of sexual abuse and exploitation, ensuring strict adherence to our zero-tolerance policy in all contracts, agreements, and partnerships with consultants, service providers, and implementing organizations. This includes holding staff, contractors, government counterparts, and NGOs accountable when using UNDP funds and donor support. To uphold these commitments, UNDP extends its obligations to prevent, report, and respond to sexual misconduct across all organizations we engage with under our mandate. UNDP is responsible for ensuring the safe delivery of our projects, the protection of participants, communities, and other vulnerable individuals, and the pursuit of accountability. As part of broader UN efforts initiated by our member states, UNDP is advancing enhanced safeguarding measures against exploitation, sexual abuse, and harassment. We promote governmental and non-governmental organizations to develop survivor-centered prevention and response policies and report credible allegations of sexual misconduct to UNDP. We organize learning activities to empower partners to recognize, prevent, and address misconduct. Our specialized teams conduct thorough investigations of allegations, and if a criminal act is confirmed, we terminate agreements with the offender, offering no immunity. Retaliation is strictly prohibited, and we protect those who report allegations in good faith. If you witness or experience sexual misconduct, including exploitation and abuse, report it immediately. We are committed to swift and effective responses, whether involving UNDP personnel, partners, contractors, or consultants. It is important to highlight that for us in the United Nations, there is no excuse for any sexual activity with minors under 18 years, any exchange of money, employment, goods, or services for sex, sexual relationships between development workers and beneficiaries, sexual relationships, touching or kissing without mutual consent, coercion and violence in any form. All UNDP staff, individuals working under a contract with UNDP, and anyone witnessing sexual misconduct, regardless of their position, have the responsibility to take all reasonable measures to stop the misconduct and report the incident to UNDP or the relevant UN offices as soon as possible. All victims of sexual abuse or exploitation are entitled to safe and confidential assistance with their consent. It is essential to treat victims with respect and dignity and to facilitate their access to support from UNDP or the appropriate UN office. If medical assistance is needed, let's ensure that support is provided promptly and effectively. At UNDP, we are committed to preventing sexual misconduct in all its forms and providing maximum support to victims or survivors, especially women and girls, but also boys and men whenever that will be necessary. Together we can build a culture that prioritizes the safety and well-being of every woman and girl. Let's stand united against sexual harassment, exploitation, and abuse, promoting environments where everyone feels secure, respected, and empowered.